Viewers, I'm going to ask a rhetorical question tonight and hope to back this rhetorical question with some facts. Viewers, are some political parties hell-bent on de-Hinduizing India? In the scramble for votes ahead of the 2024 general elections, this question is gaining currency because the partisan actions of some political parties in this direction are now quite apparent. In 1991, for example, and I'm taking you back a few years, a central government, for example, put an allegedly arbitrary fees on the rights of primarily Hindus to go to court to reclaim places of worship that had been destroyed or converted before 1947 by settler colonization, waves upon waves of settler colonization. Viewers, that was the beginning. It might have been an isolated event at that time, but it has led to a trend. And increasingly, viewers, we are seeing partisan actions being undertaken by certain parties of governance. Some parties, leading governments in certain states, for example, have been accused of granting a disproportionate share of the OBC quota to Muslims, forgetting that the Constitution bars such benefits being granted to followers of one religion. The matter has gone to courts, the courts have had opinions, but people, viewers, in the political class remain immune. Others have granted a certificate of secularism to sectarian parties like the IUML or even the ISF, and several others that unabashedly promote Muslim interests. Others have quoted the likes of Zakir Naik that aggressively preach the supremacy of Islam over other faiths. Still others are prepared to whitewash the historical record pertaining to the actions of zealots like Aurangzeb, Tippu, and even the perpetrators of the Mopila riots. Still others are busy evolving schemes to dismantle Hindutva, fearmonger about Brahminical patriarchy, and even deny the Kashmir Holocaust/genocide. All this is being done in the mistaken belief that secularism is being upheld. Viewers, when you deny the Hindu Holocaust, for example, or the Hindu genocide in Kashmir, are you upholding secularism? This is a misnomer. No, viewers, you are actually warping secularism to serve your interests. And what are those interests? Minorityism. If you think that minorityism is secularism, then God help you, viewers. Secularism is when the state maintains a complete separation between itself and religion. The state doesn't say, oh, we will, in the interests of protecting X minority, Y minority, lean towards them to the disadvantage of the majority. Social justice, viewers, today is selective. Today, viewers, for example, yet another step has been taken to discriminate in history against Hindu nationalists. The Karnataka cabinet has approved the revision of textbooks to remove the chapters on RSS founder Balliram, Hedgewar, and Veer Savarkar. Instead, the revised syllabus will reinstate chapters on Jawaharlal Nehru's letters to his daughter, Indira Gandhi. Viewers, Savarkar spent a tortuous time in Kalapani. Viewers, does he deserve to be expunged? Just because one dispensation is not on the same page as him when it comes to a political outlook? And the parties that do it, viewers, call themselves liberal. Do liberals, viewers, cancel other opinions? If they do, viewers, then they're not liberals. Viewers, think about it. When Nehru was writing these letters to his daughter, he wasn't in the draconian circumstances that Savarkar found himself in. Those letters, viewers, in the nature of musings. Are Savarkar's musings some very valid ones on what our polity must be like? Less worthy than Nehru's musings? Because these are fundamental questions. I think we're all mature enough to realize that this is a big, big, erroneous mistake. More than this, viewers, the Karnataka cabinet has also given its nod for the withdrawal of anti-conversion law brought in by the previous BJP government to protect ostensibly non-proselytizing religions against the predatory privations of Abrahamic traditions. Now, viewers, you know that in the Hindu tradition, you don't go about proselytizing. There is no concept of conversion. That exists in other faiths, and look how those faiths have expressed themselves against indigenous people from Latin America to South America to parts of Africa to Europe to parts of the Middle East, the southeast of Asia, and viewers on our borders. The Hindu tradition is perhaps one of the only traditions, apart from the Cynic tradition, that has been able to withstand this massive proselytization effort that is mandated by the scriptures of some of these faiths. And that is why you need these anti-conversion laws to prevent against what is known as forceful or deceptive conversion. But that shield is gone in Karnataka. And this twin purge has sparked a massive controversy, with many asking whether the Congress is pleasing the minority to secure a majority at the elections. But first, listen in to the Karnataka government defending its decisions, viewers. Listen.
The problem that the BJP has been having, that you're going to remove chapters on Hedgewar, on Savarkar. This is the concern.
Few of those things have been taken because certain things are disturbing for children.
The inclusions, if you could give us a little bit of insight into the inclusions at least, because you did say some chapters on Nehru is going to be included as well.
Yeah, Nehru is there, Phule, Savitribai Phule,
okay,
and certain things which are supposed to be good for children. See, BJP should understand one thing. Because they have done all these things, whatever they have changed, without any proper consultancy, thinking that they can, give their ideology, that is wrong.
They have to explain to the world why Baswa lesson was withdrawn, why Nehru's letters were withdrawn. It is wrong on their part. They don't have moral right to ask it.
There are also revision to whatever extent that can be done now will be done. Complete overall will be done for the next year.
Viewers, it's mystifying. The BJP is lashed out against the Congress. This is what it has said.
Congress always use Hindutva, speaks against Hindutva, nor against Hindu leaders, only to get votes of Muslims. This is very unfortunate that Congress always does this by showing RSS, by showing Hedgewar, by showing Savarkar. They want to polarize Muslim votes. Now they want to concentrate on the Muslim vote for the parliamentary election. So they have done it.
If they go through this lesson and if they show one word which is against the interests of the students and their personality development, I will openly demand an withdrawal. So if this present government in its wisdom has decided to withdraw this particular lesson, they are doing a great disservice to the student community.
Viewers, let's ask some fundamental questions. We don't need to reiterate that both Mr. Hedgewar and Mr. Savarkar were freedom fighters. They were honored by a large number of Indians, including some very prominent Congress figures. that viewers, their ideology was very patriotic. They had a defined sense of nationalism. They were nationalists. And they wanted everything that any viewers, Indian, who was interested in keeping India together would want. So why shouldn't our generations of young minds be exposed to their ideas? This is a fundamental question. Let's ask this question.